Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today I'm going to try a different format for my Shop My Stash videos this month. I thought I'd sit down. I have a big tub of items that are going to go back into my collection, as well as I have a couple items that are like resident staples that I just kind of wanted to share with you guys. Everything else that is in my everyday makeup is just project pan items, so it's nothing really exciting. All of those stay. I did do a build your own palette this month. I will link it up in the cards and down in the description box. That is what I am wearing on my eyeballs. I have been loving this dreamy pastel kind of vibes. I filmed that and posted it when I'm filming this. It was yesterday, but it would be on Tuesday. I've done 2 looks so far. I've posted them on my Instagram stories, but I have been obsessed with these really soft pastel, they're just so pretty. They're so pretty. I blame Leah for kind of throwing me in the pastel vibes lately. So I have, I don't know if anyone's curious, but every month I do write a list of essentially I just want to possibly hit 5 uses on every item that's in my everyday makeup. I write them all down. I had a really successful month. There's only a very small handful of products that I used less than 5 times, but if I use an item in the Shop My Stash at least 1 time, I count it as a success. Otherwise, they just wouldn't get used. Okay, so without further ado, let's just talk about items that are going back into, well, it's over there actually. They're going back into my collection there, and then we will shop my stash for some fun new products. So I'm just gonna start with application, I guess. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is just primers. So I don't know if this was the culprit. I'm a little hesitant with some of my Panthos, or not Panthos palettes, Panthos eyeshadows. Some of my Project Pan items, I feel like they've been breaking me out because I have been it is Felicity is here, so it could totally be that, but I also have an inkling that it's probably my foundation that might be off. Or this guy. This might be what's kind of causing some of my breakouts right now. But I am going to put, I don't know if it is for sure, but I am going to put this Milk Blur Stick back in my stash. I think it's been in for 2 months. I'm just ready to not have this in my Shop My Stash right now. Then I have my NYX High Glass, what is this? Primer in Moonbeam, I believe. Yeah, in Moonbeam. This was beautiful. This was so nice. This really does remind me of the Becca Backlight priming filter. Another, I guess, moving still down the line for complexion, I had a concealer, but it was a powder concealer. Now this is BareMinerals Well Rested. I really like this powder. However, I've been finding that I don't need to touch up as like I did when I was in the office wearing glasses, touching my face a lot more. So I only use this once to touch up. My foundations and everything have been holding up pretty well right now. So I haven't really found a need for this. Plus I'm so focused on using my Too Faced Born This Way multi-scoop sculpt whatever concealer that I like this as a standalone concealer and as a brightening concealer on top of concealers. However, right now I think that I don't necessarily need this because I've been using a lot of full coverage on my face otherwise. Then I have this guy. This is an Hourglass ambient lighting palette. This was in the diffused edit, I believe. This had a blush, bronzer, and a setting powder in it. I did not use the blush at all. I've been really focused on my Project Pan blushes, so every other blush I've just really not touched. But I used the bronzer and the, what is this, the setting powder, I guess. The setting powder I used predominantly under my eyes, and it was beautiful for that purpose. And then the bronzer I used a handful of times also, and it was beautiful as well. So I do like this. I think that as we approach the summer months, this bronzer is going to be a hair too light. But this, I really do like this kind of blush. This kind of tone is just super flattering, and it looks very natural. But again, I didn't use it this month, but I'm ready to put this back and just rotate through my collection a little bit more. Then in terms of more face product, I had this guy here. This was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I called it Moonlight the other day. Moonstone. This guy here. I actually did expand the pan slightly in this. But yeah, it was nice. It's very nice. I think that was all in terms of, oh, no, it wasn't. I had a setting spray. This was the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. This is the CBD Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. I really like this. I actually used, this was like brand new when we rolled it in, and I used like a good chunk of product in this. I really like this. The mister on this is phenomenal, and it has a really, really light scent. Okay, so that was the last face product. Everything else is like lips and eyes. So, let's start with lips, because I think that that is the most boring, in my opinion. It's just like, I don't care that much about lips. So I'm putting back almost, I'm like trying to see, I'm putting back almost everything that I had and leaving out my Project Pan items. Just, I think I just want to kind of refresh, look at everything that I have, and then like pull out what I truly want. So I had what I'm wearing today, which is ColourPop Appy. It's a beautiful like, it has like remnants of red on it, but it's a beautiful like orangey kind of shade. It's very pretty. I used Nude Sticks Whisper. This was a beautiful like very, very pale nude tone. Really, really pretty. Really enjoyed this. I like the formula of this. It's like a satin kind of matte. Is very nice. My NYX Filler Instinct. This is in what? Beach Casual, I think. Yeah, Beach Casual. It is that guy there. It almost could look like what I'm wearing, but it's just a little bit more lighter and a little bit more sheer, but that was really nice. It has that like cinnamon tingle kind of feeling on the lips rather than like a minty kind of tingle. It is a plumping balm, so if you don't like plumping products, you're not going to like it. Then I had a ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. I was shocked at how much I reached for this. I really wasn't anticipating it. However, I have been loving having this kind of color in. It fades away really nicely. It is a little bit drying on the lips, I will say that, but it faded so beautifully. I wore this in a couple of recent videos. I can't remember, but I really liked this. I actually think this might get pulled out again. I'm going to look in my collection and see if I have anything similar that I want to pull out, but I did really enjoy this. Okay, so I pulled out 3 and then I ended up pulling one back out. So I ended up pulling out Bear again from LA Girl. It's just a like warm brown shade for a lip liner. This is going to go back this time. It's going to go back. I had BFF3, which is a ColourPop lip pencil. I am wearing it very lightly, like down here and then on the top of my upper lip. But it's a darker brown, that darker shade there. Really liked this. This one I liked a lot. This was Kylie Cosmetics Bare lip liner. Mine's like, this is new. Like, this is very new. I got this in November and it's already doing that annoying thing. But this is a really pretty like pink toned nude, and I really like it. This worked really well with the ColourPop and also with the Nude Sticks shades, which was really nice. Then I had this guy, which is the lip liner I am predominantly wearing today. This is LA Girl in Flesh. It's just a much warmer, like much orangier kind of tone. That guy down there. The other items that are going to go back into my stash are these couple items here. The first thing is this P. Louise base in Yes I Yellow. I really was shocked at how much I used this. I mixed this with my normal P. Louise base quite a bit to kind of soften the yellow. This isn't the most impactful and opaque yellow base. However, it does like offer a really nice tint of yellow to my other eye base. So I really did enjoy this to the point where I'm like, do I really want to put you back? Yes, I will pull it if I really want it, but I'm going to put that back for right now. A very unexciting one. This is the Milani, the Violet One Lash Primer. I have found that with my current mascara, I am shocked. I don't like this with my current mascara. Now, I loved lash primer, and especially this one, when I was using brushes that were very similar in shape to this. So I think a lash primer works when I don't really like the wand that I'm using, because the mascara wand that I am using now really just separates and defines my lashes, and that's my favorite kind of wand. Another product that I've really enjoyed is this guy here. This is the NYX Faux White. Are you going to focus ever? This is the NYX Faux White and White Smoke. This is just a like a lilac, like a very light lavender. They're faux white, so they're just like the lightest you can be tinted with a color. So this I've been wearing so much on my waterline, like my waterline. Today I actually do have it on my waterline, but I tapped a green eyeshadow that is on my lower lash line on the waterline to kind of create a colored liner without having to buy a colored liner. So this has been really great. I really enjoyed it, and this looked so good with the Pando's eyeshadow shades. Then the last product that we're putting away is going to be this guy here. This is a BareMinerals loose eyeshadow in this beautiful green shade. I actually am not wearing this on the lower lash line. It's very similar, more yellow based than the shade that's in my Pando's eyeshadows. However, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is in Exotic Victoria. It is just so darn pretty. Man, that was a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're just gonna go shop my stash quick. Okay, now that we are looking at my stash, sorry, my microphone is here. I have like the bin that I'm gonna move things over to my collection. So we're gonna just start with the first drawer here. Okay, so starting with the first drawer, I have primers, foundations, concealers. I'm not going to pull any concealers out. It's fine. We don't need anything yet. For foundations, I used this today and I really liked it. Now, when I reviewed this on Instagram, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it because it was slightly more light coverage than what I was used to and what I was liking, which was basically full-on coverage at that time. I wore it today very lightly with just like spot concealing first and then applying this over it, and I really liked it. So I'm going to pull this out and kind of try it with the Too Faced concealer and see how I like it. I am still panning a foundation that is okay. I'm not sure if it's the foundation that's freaking me out, so I want to pull that out just as like an alternative to in case that was breaking me out. I'm going to pull this guy, which is a Skin Perfector like primer sample. It feels like there's a decent air bubble in here, but also like there is a decent amount of product in this. So I am going to pull this to use and finish this month. And then I'm also like, I use this for the first time since I received it from Octoly and Becca. I'm going to use the backlit priming filter. So right now I have one use in this. This was a fresh new one. I love this primer. Again, this is extremely, extremely similar. I'm going to pull this in and I'm going to love every second of using this. Then all the way back here, I have setting spray, setting powder, and like I have a tinted SPF back here. But I am going to pull out, I've been thinking about this guy. This is the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I'm not too far, there's not too much of this left, and I kind of want to see if I can finish it up this month before switching over to like a matte setting spray. So I'm going to pull this guy out. This is just a very nice like radiant setting spray. I'm going to enjoy this. I am panning the world's largest powder, like setting powder, so I'm not going to pull any other setting powder, so that is it in this drawer. Moving down, we have blushes, highlight, and a few bronzers. This drawer is predominantly highlighter. That is my soft spot in my collection is highlight, and no one can tell me differently. I really enjoyed, I used this today for the first time in a long time, and I think I'm gonna just pull this whole thing out and get some use out of it. I really, really enjoyed this like duochrome kind of highlight today. It's just so pretty. Marshmallow is one of my favorites. It's so pretty. All of these. So then Butterscotch and Starburst. So Butterscotch and Starburst. This is so pretty, and I don't reach for it too often, so I am going to pull this guy out. So this is going to get some good use. I'm thinking maybe I could hit pan in Butterscotch. Like there's a decent dip in there, and we all know I'm heavy-handed with highlights. I definitely need a bronzer. I'm going to pull this guy out for right now. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is in just the shade Bronzer, their original bronzer shade. Mostly because this shade is so orange on me. This is definitely like a summer transition into fall kind of bronzer, whereas this is a little bit more neutral toned. Where can I swatch? Yeah, it's the more neutral of the bronzers that I have. So I'm going to pull this guy out to use. Do I? Yeah, I'm going to pull this guy out. This is the Fenty Cream Cheeks Out. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Cheeks Out in Fenty Glow. This, Haley sent this to me for Christmas. Thank you again, Haley. That's going to be so pretty for right now. Especially with like all of the warm tones that I'm panning. That's going to look gorgeous with it. Okay, now we have some lips. Some nice lip products all up in here. The first thing I want to test and try out is this. This is new. I haven't hauled what I bought from Glamlight yet. You're not going to see it in the drawers other than this. I'm going to pull this out because I want to actually apply it onto the lips. I did a swatch of it and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to pull this guy out. Ooh, should I show you? Should I swatch it for you guys? I think I should. First of all, the packaging is so cute with like the little triangle and it has a little mirror on it. This is just, ooh, I love that kind of shade. What else do we want? What else do we want? So I think I'm going to finish up a Project Pan gloss pretty soon. So I think it's time to pull out this butter gloss. This is in the shade Fortune Cookie. Yeah, I used this one time, I think. I also think it's going to pair beautifully on top of that Churros shade. So why not? Fortune Cookie on top of Churros. Yum. Then we pulled out one of these last time, and I think I'm going to pull the other one out now. This is in Mystic. It's slightly deeper, very slightly, but I think that'll look really pretty for right now. I think I am going to pull this guy back out. This was the Ultra Blotted Lip that I just put back, but I have a lot of warm toned lips and not so much anything really cool toned. Maybe that is like one area in my collection that I wouldn't mind getting a little bit bigger, is like neutral pinks to wear. So I'm going to pull this. This is Bunhead, by the way. I have lip liners back here that I need to pull. This is just a sharpener. So I'm going to keep out BFF3 because I think it'll pair well with Churros as like a little bit of a deeper outer V kind of, or deeper corner of the lip kind of shade, make my lips look a little bit bigger. I am not going to pull out Heat. I'm not going to pull out Bare. This one is definitely too light, but I don't know why I keep it, but I do. Then we have these guys. I think I want to pull one of these Kiko ones out. I think I recently had this, but I think it'll go well again. This is 315, which is this one down here. I think it'll pair well with that Ultra Blotted Lip pretty nicely. Then I know me, I'm going to pull this guy out because I'm trying to finish this. Like there's not that much left of this. So I'm really just trying to finish this up this year. So this is Bare by LA Girl. It's just a neutral-ish warm tone, kind of like baby puke color, but that's going to get pulled out. That is it for this drawer now. Moving down to bases, what are these, liners, etc. So the first thing I want to do is pick a base out. I just had the yellow one in, so we're not going to say the yellow, but I think I'm going to pull the orange one in. I think that'll be fun for right now, so that's going to get pulled out. Then liners. liners here. I think I'm going to pull this mint one. I don't like these as they're like technically eye bases. I don't like them as eye base, but I liked it as a waterline color. So I'm going to pull this guy out. Then I think I'm going to pull this. No. This. I'm going to pull this teal one out. This is 22 Turquoise by Essence. I think that'll be fun. So, yes, that's that. Then for over here, I don't want to pull any loose liquid eyeshadows. I don't really want to pull any glitters. Yeah, no, I'm not really feeling the glitter. And then, yeah, nothing else out of this drawer, so that's that. Then I have loose eyeshadows. So I want to always pull one loose eyeshadow. That's all I want. One single loose eyeshadow. Use it at least one time and then like call it a day with it. I really have no idea what I want to use though. Crud. Actually, I'm going to pull two. One of them is like my favorite and one of them I don't. It's not my favorite at all. So the one that I don't, it's not my favorite, is this one. This is Crème de la Crème. This was a limited edition thing from BareMinerals. I honestly have no idea what collection this was from. I have a feeling this would look really pretty in some of these pastel looks that I'm doing. So we'll pull that guy. And then one of my all-time favorite shades, on the other hand, was Good Fortune, which is this guy here. This was in my Pan Those eyeshadows last year. It's like a fairly translucent kind of shade. I am thinking that this will look really beautiful topped on top of Glaminatrix Egg Hunt that's like almost leans too much gold for like the orange to come through, and this has a little bit more of that peachy orange. So I think that this would be really, really pretty to wear with it. So I'm gonna pull these two out. That's huge. That's a big step for me. Big steps. That's gonna be it out of this drawer. I know I should probably pull a neon out. Do I want to pull a neon out? What am I panning right now? Not yet. Not yet for these. Then I don't want to pull any eyeshadow palettes or anything like that. So we're just going to end it here. I'm not going to take you guys to put this makeup back. You see what I'm bringing all this. This is everything that we're going to use for the month of April. Holy crap, it's April. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!